Hey guys, Brittany from Walk the High Wire here. Just want to say thanks for following this channel and subscribing. Really happy that these readings can help people, even if it's just for a little bit. And I'm still having my sale. I think I want to extend it for the entire month of November since it's a season of gratitude. So if you're interested in a reading, be sure to email me at walkthehighwireteam@gmail.com. And if this resonates with you, if you like this video, any other stuff I have, please comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. And be sure to check out my website, www.walkthehighwire.com, because it has lots of positive, uplifting content that could be helpful for you on your journeys. And again, these are all general readings, so if something doesn't resonate with you, doesn't fit, just throw it away and keep what does. So, to get started, we have our usual groups of 1 through 6. Take your time to pick which one feels best to you. And yeah, we're going to get started. So, I'm going to start here at group 1. So, what's going on in love this month for group 1? Alright, so I'm going to start here. So, I think you guys are just getting off of a time period where you felt tired or frustrated, maybe you're possibly heartbroken, like something didn't work out, and you were just taking a rest from all of that drama and stuff going on. So, I mean, if you haven't done that already, I think that's where we're starting. I think you just finished something or are still healing or recovering from something that didn't work out. Because here I see 10 of Earth. So you've been working on building yourself up. I think maybe you're thinking more about your career right now or business. Just building yourself up and the career up. Just trying to better yourself. Because you're not really so much thinking about the past as much. You're just focusing on doing the best for you. And here we got the World. So I get the feeling that the cycle is almost done. It is just about over. Though on some level you might not be moving forward as you like, or maybe there's something like a lesson that you're currently missing, which is why this cycle, which has been going on for so long, feels like it's kind of stuck. I guess once you figure out the lesson, you'll be able to move on, be able to stand on top of this world and continue on. So I see here that you have 7 of Water. So I do feel like if you were hungover, thinking about someone from the past that you were with, I think you're steadily moving past that, and you have many options available to you right now. I think you have a lot of interest in you currently. So I think you are either thinking about pursuing one of those options or just having a bit of fun. Man, because here we got full steam ahead. So I do think you're moving forward pretty well, or you're starting to move forward very well. And this is where it gets interesting. So I got a few cards. Give your relationship a chance. And reconciliation. So I get the feeling that someone from your past is showing up again. Whether this is an ex, I feel like it's going to be exes for a lot of you. Or maybe, I think it's mainly an ex that wants to come back and give things another try. But whether or not you take it, it's up to you. But I think because you were just getting over this person, you are now building up your life, you're bettering yourself. I don't feel like you're really all that interested in trying again. Well, it seems like this person is coming back and they want to actually offer a real commitment that they weren't doing last time. Something that was clearly missing from your first attempt. So I do think someone's going to try to jump back into your life and try to start a relationship again. But I feel that because you're now so focused on living a better life and having a healthier lifestyle, being more positive, getting rid of negativity, old things and places and people that don't fit with who you are becoming, and being more active and being, happier, more creative. I don't know if you would go back to that person. I feel like if you were considering it, you'd be taking your time, but I feel because you're working on yourself and you have all these different options in front of you, you might not, go back to them. So, yeah, next month, you're just kind of moving full speed ahead, away from your past and into your future, it feels like, for group 1. Moving on to group 2. What we got going for group 2? So group 2. So group 2, here's the sun. But I feel like at first it's not as happy or as positive as you would like it to be. I feel like on some level you're a little bit down the dumps. Like you're kind of stuck in the mud about something. Perhaps a past relationship. So it's not really sunny. But you are very, very hopeful that it could be. Like, I think you do have optimism about your future and what's coming next. I think you were a bit disappointed about something. Like, something didn't work out in the relationship, maybe. And I feel like this wasn't as happy as it should have been. But I think this month you're turning into a different direction because I see a lot of emotional fulfillment coming in. So something or someone is going to, how do I put it, fill a void for you. They're going to make you happy. And I see that you've been hopeful about this for some time. I think this month, and I see here we have the 6 of water. There's something nostalgic here. I think possibly someone will come back from your past, or you're hoping that someone will come back because here are the stars, like dreams and hopes. Wishing upon a star for something to come back. So I think you could be wishing for someone to come back from your past, or someone that you've missed for some time. I think you might be hoping for their return. And I did get the King of the Air. And this is striking me as a person, so I think you've been hoping for this person, this King of Air, to come back. And there's a pretty good chance that they will return next month, despite your past disappointments. Maybe you've been waiting on this for a while, but there's a good chance that person is going to come back. And it seems like, okay, I get 2 things right now. I think in order to make this work for some of you, you have to do some deep inner emotional work, because here we got children and then also healing family issues. So a lot of you could have deep wounding from like your childhood, some type of inner child pain. Perhaps some of you have like a fear of abandonment or betrayal or rejection. Things like that, I think they keep coming into your life currently. So if it is coming through, a good idea would be to start working on healing those issues. So this, the relationship with this person can work out better than it did before. Because I feel like perhaps you've been going through cycles of abandonment and then separation. Things just keep getting in the way. And I think it's also triggering your old wounds so you can heal them, recognize them and heal them for some of you. And also, it would very much help to work on, sorry, I can't read it, your finances and career. That's probably something you would want to fix first before the love relationship, but always up to you. But it's what I've learned thus far in my own journey is focusing on the survival aspect part first, making yourself better, stronger. It helps you with having a more solid foundation for a love relationship. So yeah, money first, they say, and then you can work on healing whatever issues that keep popping up for you. And the other side too, if it's not that, some of you might have children with this person. Maybe you just have kids in general. Yeah, this could be an ex that you have kids with coming back, and there are just some unresolved issues that you need to face because you have children, so you just can't as easily like walk away because there's that tie. You have kids, so there's something here in general that just needs to be fixed and healed before you could really take things a step further, is what I get. And yeah, I'd say it's telling me to look out for moon cycles. So a lot of times when the moon cycles show up, that's when a lot of this emotional baggage can be released and gotten rid of for good. And then you can set new intentions for a better life that you want. So I would be paying attention to when the moon cycles occur for next month, because they could be a really great opportunity to get rid of that old childhood trauma that may or may not be still cropping up in your life. And overall, we got victory. So I think, it would be a great victory, and that person coming back and you maybe starting to talk things out and start to heal from some of the issues from before. Because again, we got the Nine of Water, which is great joy, great emotional fulfillment, getting what you want. So I think next month is going to be a pretty good month for you in terms of getting the things that you want, Group 2. Alright, so let's move to group number 3. What's happening for group 3? Okay. I'm going to start with those two. So here is 7 of Swords and the Tower. That, off the bat, just makes me think that there's going to be some type of big reveal that's going to happen. There's some type of secret that's going to come out into the light, and it's probably going to be shocking, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a bad secret. It just means something that someone has been holding back is going to come out on some way, shape, or form. I mean, it could be a love confession. It's a possibility. Or someone could confess something not good that they've done. I feel like for some of you, it could be a love confession or something like that. And okay. Oh, here's the Hierophant. And I get the feeling that there's some type of lesson here, spiritual lesson, that you need to learn so you can just move through this part here. Like, I get the impression you're probably the type of person that doesn't enjoy secrets or things being kept from you. Yeah. So I think there's some type of lesson here with that needs to be learned. Let me keep reading further. Next is the Eight of Air. So, on some level, you feel trapped about the situation. And there's a possibility you may have kids. And if not, I get the feeling that you feel trapped when you want to move forward, because this is a very beginning-ish card. Like, it's about starting new things, trying new things, probably meeting more people, and whatever this is might kind of just throw a monkey wrench into your plan, which makes you feel trapped. But this is always a feeling of illusion. There's always a way out of a situation. And I think your best bet is to figure out the lesson and learn it so you can move on. Because whatever this tower or secret that's going to come out, or this revelation, you don't have to feel trapped about it. But you just need to learn that lesson surrounding it. So, what else we got? We have trust. Yeah, so again, I think it comes down to just having trust in life. Because I feel like some of you don't trust people, you don't trust the universe. And I think a lot of this is about starting to have faith in other people, because it's a weird cycle. Like, if you don't trust people, you'll just end up finding more people that give you a reason to doubt them. So in its own weird way, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I think a lot of what you're going to be learning about this month, especially in love, is just going to be learning to trust, have like faith in yourself, trust in the universe. You know, just trust that things will be okay. And here we have true love. And then separation. Well, I think a lot of this comes down to just having faith that things are going to pan out the way that you want. But I think here you've been hoping for true love, and I think you've probably been disappointed a number of times, feeling like you're never going to get to it if you have someone in mind. But you keep thinking that there are these situations that keep getting in the way, these obstacles that keep getting in the way of you getting to your true love, or finding your true love if you don't know them. But I feel like you could be in separation with someone. Well, I think a lot of this is, you're going to have to learn how to trust. Trust again. Because here we have counselor. So it could help that if you found like a mentor, or perhaps a coach, a counselor, or someone that can help you work on some issues and guide you through this time, because you might be struggling right now. So I think they're saying it's a good idea to find some type of counsel here to help you, because I also feel like you might have been just trying to deal with all of this stuff by yourself. And it might be a good idea to just take advice from other people. Maybe people who have already been there, or just lend an ear, or have a friend lend an ear to you. Someone that can just listen to what's been happening. Because I think that would help you a great deal in trying to sort out some of these problems and just your trust issues, and figuring out how not to feel stuck or trapped. Excuse me. Because at the end here we have spread your wings. So again, this is just an illusion. You don't have to feel like you're trapped somewhere, or trapped in a relationship or a situation that doesn't make you happy and fulfilled. Like, you can get the help that you need. I'm certain of it. Because you can totally be spreading your wings right now. You don't have to be trapped. Because that's the best part about knowing it's an illusion. It's just yourself keeping you trapped. There's always a way out. And once you figure out what's keeping you hindered and stuck, you can definitely spread your wings and fly to get that fulfillment you've been asking for. It's just a matter of getting past these blocks. Because once you do, the separation thing, these trust issues won't be an issue. And then you can get that true love coming. So I think next month, you will probably be dealing with these deeper spiritual lessons coming to play. And it will probably benefit you to get a counselor, or you'll be wanting to find a counselor, so you can avoid feeling like you're stuck somewhere. Yeah. So I think for next month, a lot of it will be some type of secret coming out, or some type of reveal coming to play for next month. And that it would really help you to find some type of guidance to get through it. So next month will be closer to getting the true love that you've been wanting. So for group 4, we have, okay. So the story here. So I think that you've been toiling away at getting love for some time. And I think a lot of it is just being patient and just persevering, not being afraid, or not being afraid that you won't get what you want. It's just hanging in there. So I know lots of us, we all want things yesterday. We want things, we want things a year ago. I'm like that a lot. But this is just to keep going, keep persevering, you can do it. So I think you've been working on getting love for some time. But I see next month, it's going to be some type of awesome emotional fulfillment. And it's going to be great. It's going to be freaking awesome. And it could be. This King of Water is coming to offer you something. Some type of commitment. Here, you got the 4 of Earth. So, it could be that getting together with someone can help increase your finances so you get something more stable. Because here is the 3 of Fire. So, it could be that together you're working on some type of investment or business, or just combining your finances together. So here I see, you're waiting for that ship to sail in. And it seems like, they'll do that together. So I do think someone is going to come next month to offer you something, some type of commitment, some type of deal. So yeah, you'll be quite happy with it. And yeah, you're definitely being helped out in terms of this relationship from above with our angels. And it seems like it's a soulmate relationship here. And so I think to bring in more stability, angels are suggesting you clear your space. Because, oh yeah, the fulfillment and the happiness is already there. But to enhance the stability you're going to have together as you are waiting for your ships to sail in, they're saying it's best that you clear your space, make sure get rid of any of the clutter that's around you, whether it's mental clutter, whether it's just people that don't really serve you anymore, that may be holding you back. Just get rid of any of the shit that you do not need. Because believe me, it makes a huge difference. So next month, you're going to be taking inventory of stuff that you don't need and, start focusing on getting rid of it. And yeah, well, whoever this is, there's a clear attraction here. You don't have to worry about that. And for this love, they're saying just to make the effort. So with right here, even though you maybe thought about giving up on things sometimes, they're saying just to keep going, because you will get that emotional fulfillment, that happy, joyous family life you've been hoping for. And I think this person is going to come in with an offer. He's going to offer you something that will really help. And then you'll be seeing some stability soon. And perhaps even more than stability, you'll probably be like overabundance, because here you're just waiting for that ship to sail in. And I know you can definitely get more of it next month if you clear your space of people, things, any junk that does not help you. Because a lot of that shit, it's like it energetically ties you down. It makes the things you want come slower. Really. Really, 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 it truly does. And then we have deception. Yeah, so again, in terms of the clear your space thing too, I don't see this as deception between two people. I see it as, where are you not being true to yourself? And once you also, again, clear the clutter of that, and then take off your mask, you get rid of your old, outdated beliefs and ideas about who you are, anything that holds you back. That's when you'll see more movement happening, if that makes sense. So I think here, you gotta get rid of the old you, open yourself up into the new you, because I see it's gonna be some interesting movement happening next month. It will really help if you got rid of the shit you didn't need, took off the mask that wasn't you, and, start putting work into yourself, because you're your most valuable asset before, any relationship, really. So, yeah, keep taking strides on working on yourself, Group 4, and I think you'll see, the payoff. So, Group 5. So, with Group 5, I did this backwards, but you're going to have a lot of spiritual lessons coming up this month. So I see the Hangman, and whatever's going on, you've been stuck in this limbo for a while now. Maybe it's someone that you're waiting on to make a decision or come to some type of conclusion, like about your relationship. You've been here just waiting for them. And I think you've probably just been getting anxious or frustrated, and then you're wondering, well, what exactly is my next move? And I get the impression that here you need to use your intuition. But I get the feeling that you just haven't been using it. It feels like it's been blocked off from you. It's been cut off. And you've been looking all outside of you for all of these answers about this relationship. When the problem is, it's not... I get the feeling it's not really a normal relationship here. When this came up, justice, I was thinking automatically it was a past life connection. A deeper spiritual connection, so you're gonna have to use your intuition to navigate it. The answers are all inside of you. You're the one that have the answers. You can't get that from anyone else. But because your intuition currently is blocked, it's making it difficult. So you need to find ways to open up your intuition again so you can better navigate that journey. Yeah, because here we got the Emperor, and in this case it felt like it wasn't very determined, it wasn't very focused, or it didn't have the clarity and the conviction that the Emperor normally has. It felt very confused and unsure. And I think right now you feel confused and unsure of yourself, and you need to take that conviction and tap into your intuition to, make giant leaps and bounds in the spiritual connection. You need to use these to get somewhere. Because I do see there's going to be a new beginning for you. at least in terms of your finances, there'll be a new beginning. I think you're going to start something new, like a new job, new career, maybe a business or a new project, something new involving money. So it would, be to your benefit to open up to your intuition again and to be more confident and make your decisions with conviction. Like, if you're the type of person who is always asking someone else's opinion or advice, or you're a person who goes on the internet and reads like a shit ton of articles, it's cutting you off from your intuition. There's just so much information out there, and it gets confusing, and then you start to lose your own voice. And what they're telling me you need to do is to reflect, go inside, and you get back your confidence again on the things that feel right to you and what you need to do to succeed in life and in this relationship that you want. Because, I got that impression that, again, it's a past life relationship that you're dealing with. So those are far from your average relationships. A completely different feel. So, and you won't be able to rely upon other normal sources of information. It's a journey, and the journey forces you to go inside. I know it sucks, but you got to get back in tune with who you actually are. And who you are is not the billions of articles you can read online or the multiple tarot card readings you get here online. It's not. So be sure that you're going inside and figuring out for yourself. Because here we got retreat. So it goes hand in hand with the High Priestess and Hangman. You got to take a step back and think and feel for yourself. And keep an open mind. So how this comes together is probably going to be completely different from how you think it would come together. Because this is definitely some type of spiritual relationship, like a soulmate or a karmic or a twin flame relationship. So a lot of it is you got to keep an open mind to how this comes together, why it's so different. Because maybe this person isn't like normally who you go for. Maybe it's someone that you would never be attracted to in a million years. And then you're maybe frustrated about how it doesn't seem to be like a normal earthly love. It's saying you have to keep an open mind to it. So, and this, be ready to go with the flow and expect the unexpected. Because how those things work, they happen in the most odd, magical ways. So you can't force it. And they're also saying, to give up any burdens or your worries to them. So if you've been frustrated or, scared of how things are going to turn out or what's happening in your life, because a lot of these connections can be like incredibly life-shattering or like changing, that you feels like your old life is gone in the blink of an eye. They're saying to relax and give your fears and worries to them. And don't worry about being crazy. And also to, prioritize. So make yourself a priority here. Like, don't lose yourself in this connection. Best bet is to just take the time to go and retreat, go back, and, find your voice, find the source of intuition, because that has all the answers. You always know what's best for you. And people like me who read cards or just do readings in general, we're just here to help guide you. We're not here to give you all the answers. It's really, all of this is just a tool. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you have all the answers you need on the inside. So be sure that you take the time to retreat and figure out what's going on inside you, what feels right and what doesn't feel right. So make sure you got that happening. And here we go, group 6. So,
you working?
And here we go, group 6.
Hey, Bonnie. Bonnie. Yeah.
So we got Queen of Water. So I get the feeling Queen of Water is you. Being asked to use your intuition and insight to be more open with your emotions for next month. Because I see a good thing happening here, some type of celebration going on. But at the same time, we have temptation. So here I'm thinking you might feel tempted to do something. Go back to a bad old habit, or maybe an ex or an old flame, which may not be the best thing for you. So here we have the 4 of Fire. So it could be that you're attracted to some type of like financial stability and security, because that does seem very tempting to go back to. Well, I think you're being warned to steer clear of any strange or too good to be true offers next month. And here we have the Magician. And also just be sure that you're not trying to control situations that much. So I get the impression that you want things to go a certain way all the time. You don't really like to let things happen naturally as they come. Yeah. So there's this temptation to return to the things that you already know. And it's really, 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 really recommended that you don't. Because you wouldn't get the lesson if you went back. And you'd just be stuck in this loop until you understood it. So, next month, be sure that you don't fall back into anything that's not good for you again. Because if it's a relationship here, if you ended it, think about why you ended it in the first place. Because again, people don't change unless they want to change. So watch out for that. Because I see you could have a really great time next month in celebration, but you can't go back to the past if that's what's going to show up. Like, don't do that. If you ended the relationship for a reason, remind yourself about why you decided to end it anyway. Here we have let go of the control issues. So in love, I get the feeling that you don't want to leave anything to chance. You want to control everything. You want to get the details down as to the last inch, the last nail. So I would say let go, learn to relax, and to allow things to happen naturally at their own pace. So if you're looking for someone new, the best thing you could do is just let it happen. So you're like a type A personality that has like a checklist of all these different details. Maybe take a step back and say, oh, is this detail like absolutely necessary in like a potential partner? And you have to be open and available to chance, I think. They're also asking that you love yourself first. So I think this could be the temptation too. Like, you might be the type of person who loses themselves in a relationship. And to maintain your sense of self and your self boundaries and worth, it's essential that you love yourself first. So you don't become like a doormat for other people, because you could be the person that always puts others first and then you second. So make sure you're taking the time out to focus on yourself and to love yourself first, so you don't get taken by any too good to be true offers here. And like if this is a past relationship coming, or if this is a new one coming, like this could be some charming player who shows up and seems to have stability in their life together, but this could be a huge trap. So remember that you need to focus on you first, no matter how much you want a love relationship. It's essential for a loving relationship. And forgiveness and learning. So if there's anything in your past that's not resolved, it's a good idea to look back and to forgive it so you can fully move on into the next phase of your life. Because again, here is temptation. You know, sometimes people just jump into relationships in order to forget the last one, when that's not really fully healing whatever pain or trauma that happened before. And so I think it's saying just to take inventory and take stock of any relationships, whether that be love or friendship, and just make sure that you're healing from them and learning from them, so you don't like make any more of the same mistakes, and that you can fully move on to the next cycle in your life. Because I get the feeling that you might be, I feel like you're very high-strung sometimes, and maybe you like to really control the outcome of these situations. But here, it's like just breathe and let go. And sometimes you have to let things up to the universe. So here we got divine order. And it says, everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. So as much as you try to force situations, it just won't work. So yeah, what you probably need to do for next month is just to focus on taking care of yourself, loving yourself, and forgiving other people. A lot of it is going to be focus on you. And when you focus on yourself and just making yourself better, the manifestation of a healthy relationship comes so much more easier. Because you always get what you attract. Like, you are basically your attracting point. So if you don't really love or take care of yourself, you're going to attract a person who probably treats you like utter shit. Believe me, been there, done that. And the more you work on yourself, the better you attract in terms of relationship. So watch out for yourself next month. Be sure to keep an eye out for any offers that seem to be too good to be true, and make sure you're using your intuition, because you can have a great, happy time ahead of you. You just need to, think about it. Feel it out first. Don't fall for any weird scams or deals or offers like that. And yeah, that covers it for today. And again, if it resonated with you, and if you liked it, leave a like, tell me in the comments, and subscribe to this channel. And if you're interested in getting a reading with me, just email me at walkthehighwireteam@gmail.com. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. See you soon.